Hi, you all. This is Ascension Empress with your July 2019 reading. Thank you for visiting my channel. I really appreciate you all. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to those of you who have remained subscribed, who continue to share what resonates with you. I really appreciate you all. And this is for all signs, a general reading for the month of July. So just take what resonates with you. I'll be using the Right Away Tarot deck for this reading, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. A lot going on astrologically, a lot of energies. We just had this new moon in Cancer solar eclipse yesterday, because today is the 3rd. And yeah, it's all over the place. I felt this amazing energy shift because I was working at the time that the new moon took place, and I don't know, I just became full of so much energy. And probably because a few hours later Mars entered Leo as well and my natal Mars is in Leo at 28 degrees. So yeah, we'll see what it's like when it gets a little further into Leo. But I just love Leo energy. I love all energy. I'm loving this eclipse energy. You think back to about 6 months ago with the Capricorn solar eclipse and the Cancer full moon lunar eclipse. And what were your intentions? What was on your mind at the time? What was really driving you? What was it that you wanted to change? That you wanted to transform? Because here we are again revisiting this, and now is the time to think 6 months ahead again, especially when we hit Capricorn season, y'all. And then we have all those planets in Capricorn. Jupiter goes in Capricorn, conjunct Saturn and Pluto, and it's gonna be intense. 2020 is that year. Make sure, and it's interesting because 2020 is also the year for visionaries. And you think of 2020 vision, so yeah. I tried to be a little creative, but hey. Anyways, moving on. This is for all signs, like I said, and go ahead and get started. Ooh, wow. Like I said. So, the Star card. First card popped out. Some of you could... I've been getting real strong Aquarius energy too. I ain't even gonna lie. Because with this Leo energy comes... I've been wondering about Aquarius too and how they will be implementing this. Because we have a lot of energy. We have Mars in Leo, which means Aquarius, I believe, is really taking on this healing role at this point, even though there's a lot of opposition, and for some it may feel like tension and friction. But this is the time for Aquarius to actually step into the scene, not behind the scene. Not necessarily now, but I get that a lot of Aquarius right now are pouring into that moment where they will step into the scene and really express themselves like in a courageous way. So it's like this duality between Aquarius and Leo. And when the North Node was in Leo, that definitely could have played a huge role in how Aquarius moves forward, how they see things, how they chase their dreams, and how they heal themselves, because Aquarius had to do a lot of healing for themselves. And this energy is not even just exclusive to Aquarius, but to all the signs, because everyone had to deal with that Leo, Aquarius, North Node, South Node energy. So that's what I'm getting with this. But overall, I'm getting that all the signs are focusing on their healing, their wishes, their dreams, really going within. The Hermit card isn't here, but it's definitely a time, especially with Saturn being retrograde and it being the ruler of of Aquarius. I was going to say Sagittarius, but when Saturn was in Sagittarius, that also played a huge role and is an opportunity for Aquarius to really work around those boundaries, implement, freedom and discipline at the same time in a very unconventional way. Wow. And whatever that is, like, it is very beneficial to your family moving forward. Traditional, generational healing. I've been getting that strongly with this energy. Not even necessarily doing the readings, just when I go about my everyday life and I just go within and I feel what I feel and I notice everyone's energy around me and I think about this Cancer, Capricorn, North Node, South Node energy. I can't help but think about generational healing generational curses, and breaking the cycles within our families, subconscious cycles. You have the Cancer North Node, so it's time to really take care of ourselves, of home, our soul. And then going into the past, we have the Ace of Wands. So this creative, this passionate idea or spark, or this, I'm getting this creative impulse that you've had, maybe even a relationship, casual but very passionate relationship, allowed you to come into this very healing, humanitarian, philanthropist energy. That's what I'm getting. I don't know why it took me a while to get that out, but it did. Wow. So underlying the reading, we have the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. So this is a month for a lot of people to really sit on what they're passionate about. Stand for what they're passionate about. Not be stagnant, but this level of self-assurance with this Emperor card is bringing a new energy of spiritual awakening, especially with this star. This is very interesting. Very interesting. I'm getting there's like an emotional regeneration for a lot of people, especially when it comes to relationships with the father or father figure, authority figures, with this Emperor card. And then, you also, like I said, think about the Capricorn South Node. What is it that we need to let go of so that we can have this overflow of emotion and revelation, so that we can pour? Wow, yeah. When we can pour with this star card into our family, into other people's families, into the longevity of our legacy. And then you have this Four of Swords. So like I said, I feel like I said that a lot. We're going to work on it. But anyways, there is a level of reflection and healing. And there's a balance of going within, pouring into others, pouring into ourselves. I don't get that people are going to be stagnant this month. They will be taking action in a way, but more so of an internal spiritual action around this time, because Mercury's going to be retrograde this entire month. So it's definitely a great time to reflect on our words, what it is we're passionate about. Purpose. Purpose is very strong. When I think of Leo energy, I also think of purpose. When I think of Cancer energy, I think of purpose and care and nurturing. And I get that that's what a lot of people will be focusing on this month. Caring and nurturing for themselves, a home, family, their roots. And you see the stem here too, and the little leaves. And finding a balance with it too. And I mentioned when Saturn was in Sagittarius. I did it. There we go. I didn't say like I said. I said I mentioned. When Saturn was in Sagittarius. And so some of you may be reflecting on whether you're a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising or not. Everyone experienced Saturn in Sagittarius. And now that you are able to find a balance between feeling restricted versus wanting your freedom, trying to find where the middle ground is so that you can still live a purposeful life and not live hastily and impulsively, and still make it make sense. That's the motto for this year. I'm just going to say that now. Make it make sense, okay? Because then it's going to make sense monetarily. That's a chunk. So going into the past, clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So that just goes back to when I said not wanting to act impulsively. Some of you may have kept your ideas and your passions and creative visions to yourself because you want to act on them. You're ready to take action, but you also know that you want this to have an influence. And it also goes back to this Leo energy. Leo has this very influential energy, and I believe in their June monthly reading, there was so much about influencers. They were everywhere. They were all over the place in their reading. And on top of that, they showed up in pretty much everybody's reading, even the end of months. And I apologize, I did not get 2 of them uploaded. So yeah, I will make sure that y'all are first. I believe it's Earth and Air, or maybe Earth and Fire. Yes, Earth and Fire that I didn't get uploaded. So I will work on something for y'all this month. This is very strong. This energy of pouring into yourself, pouring into others, having a balance. It's like an art of generosity, and I've been getting that phrase in my head for a while now. There's an art to giving, and you realize that going into the past, because with this Four of Pentacles, keeping things close to your chest, maybe your family. I was gonna say your family, maybe your family, children. The Page of Wands, a pregnancy with this Ace of Wands that could, whatever y'all was doing with that Ace of Wands, so definitely could lead to a baby, and really keeping that close to your chest. But also the father, or maybe you are the father, could be very excited for this new opportunity with this Ace of Cups here as well. I'm getting now that some of you may realize that you have to give up drinking at this point. And another thing I wanted to mention, with all of the Sun card popping up as much as it did, this is a very, very fertile time. A lot of people are pregnant, finding out that they're pregnant. And a lot of people will be finding out that they will, like next Leo season, next Virgo season, shall be interesting. Let me know. Very, very, very strong Leo energy though for a while. And going forward, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So this healing energy and this finding a balance between give and take and giving to others, and this very humanitarian, like, some of you could be giving to those in need. I know Gemini has a very strong energy of that for a while now, especially some of those who are in financial need. You may be wanting to help other people with their generational blockages, help them find a deeper meaning. And you may also be finding a deeper meaning, or this approach is allowing you to move on to something that fulfills you on a soul level. Hence why you become overflowed with joy and passion and self-assurance. So that is your reading, everyone. Thank you so much again for visiting this channel. Let me know how this resonates with you, and I will see you all again very soon with the rest of your readings. Bye. Take care.